Today, I'm talking with Dr. Kim Kalunian, and we are going to bust the myths of rheumatic diseases. When I was diagnosed, I never knew that children got arthritis. I mean, I never realized it. Now I realize that over 300,000 children suffer from rheumatoid arthritis.
Arthritis is something that affects almost anybody, from the very, very young to the very old. I think in the past most people have thought that arthritis is something that just occurs in old people. That's osteoarthritis, but there's so many different types of arthritis, and not everybody who has arthritis is in fact old. The first step is really understanding what type of arthritis a particular patient has, a particular person has, and then designing a treatment plan for that patient based on what their diagnosis is.
Okay, myth number 2, what every patient hears from their families and their friends is that rheumatic diseases are just aches and pains.
Rheumatoid arthritis is an inflammatory arthritis. It involves many different organ systems, not just joints. It can involve the skin, it can involve the nerves, it can involve so many different aspects of the body, and it's associated with fatigue. There's basically inflammation throughout the body. Rheumatic diseases can cause an incredible amount of pain, dysfunction, and disability. The inability to work, the inability to go to school, the inability to do simple things like brush your teeth, open up a can, prepare a meal. And these are things that we as rheumatologists hope to change with each particular patient.
Myth number 3, men do not get rheumatic diseases.
So untrue. There are certain rheumatic diseases that are more common in men than in women, and the converse is true as well. For example, lupus, rheumatoid arthritis, actually even osteoarthritis are more common among females, but there's so many different diseases such as gout or psoriatic arthritis, much more common in men.
A lot of people, if you're not dealing with a rheumatic disease, maybe don't understand what a rheumatologist is.
I think it's important for primary care physicians to educate their patients about rheumatology in general and what rheumatic diseases are. But I think it's incredibly important for the groups that include rheumatologists. All those groups need to sort of partner with rheumatologists to increase the awareness of what we do and what hope we can provide for patients. Rheumatologists are, in my opinion, the best equipped physicians to care for patients with rheumatic diseases, particularly for diagnosing the different types of rheumatic diseases, in terms of helping to put together a treatment plan and objectives for treatment for a particular patient.
Myth number 5, RA is basically the same as OA.
So rheumatoid arthritis is an inflammatory arthritis that it involves many different organ systems, not just joints. It can involve the skin, it can involve the nerves. There's basically inflammation throughout the body. Whereas osteoarthritis, which is much more common than rheumatoid arthritis, is a disease that can be inflammatory, but by and large it's a disease that's just limited to the joints. And it is devastating to many patients, just as rheumatoid arthritis is, but it's not a disease that affects the entire body in terms of different organ systems. They're treated very differently, and they both have a lot of hope associated with them, just different ways of getting that hope to fruition.
When a doctor offers hope, when he gives a patient encouragement, it is truly the best gift that they could ever give because it keeps that patient going.